come into a back bend, so that feels good. So press back into the sumo squat, get the swing into a good position, drop the hips a lot, and then we always hug the swing. So wrap the arms around, both hands grab. Now I know it sounds like excruciating detail, but notice if I really engage, there's a big difference from this to this. And then I bend my knee out to the side to hook the ankle. So we have plenty of room, plenty of space to lift that leg. A lot of people have trouble with that. We stay seated the whole time, because now we're going to float. Strong arms, knee bends out, and then we hook the ankle. Or just get the leg loop on, whatever way feels good. Just get yourself fully extended. Okay, great. And we're going to just sway it out from side to side. I like the forearm press, but this is okay. Heart is starting to rotate up towards the sky. Hips stay heavy, so you get this tractioning in the whole length of the spine. You can also come into chillaxin arms and just windshield wiper it out. Beautiful, guys. I know, so good. So the more that we let ourselves naturally stretch from the weight of gravity pulling us down, we're going to open up all the connective tissue. So the simple rocking, swaying motion has so many healing qualities for the body and so many benefits on the connective tissue and fascia. Okay, can you feel that when you sway? You can feel everything starting to stretch just from playing. So amazing.
The more I drop my hips, it also stretches my upper back.
That's right. The more we drop our hips, the deeper we can get the stretch. That's why it's so important to encourage people to keep dropping, even if there's a little bit of tension holding them. That's just a habit, and that the more that we relax into it, the better the stretch. Okay, so we're going to come through center. Let's go ahead and just do a few leg stretches here. So roll your ankles around. Just prepare the legs for some deep stretching. So I like to unwind the tension in the legs. There's a lot of tension for people in the hamstrings. So if you can, you're going to grab for the toes. If that seems really far, go ahead and pull on the leg loops. You can pull one or both. I like threading them and pulling like that. The idea is that you're getting a stretch in the hamstring, so I flex the feet back. If you're getting a stretch, you're in the right place. Go ahead and pick your favorite out of those. And then just go ahead and just gently rock a little from side to side. You can keep the knees bent too. I like a happy baby position is totally reasonable, as long as your baby's really happy. Don't do it if your baby isn't happy. Okay? So you notice the intensity is here. To remove or to lessen that intensity, we're going to lean back. So we get the swing lower, like right below the heart, and take a break whenever you need. That's a nice way to adjust, okay? So from here, let's go ahead and bend both knees, grab the toes or the outer edges of the feet, and sink the hips. So notice what happens when you sink the hips. Like you're pulling the feet towards your nose, and you're sinking your hips, and you get a big opening. And again, let's just wiggle. I like to wiggle. So just notice what happens when we wiggle here. Totally different, right? This helps us go a little bit deeper, and then try coming back to center and pulling in. Now the most intense pose is to straighten the legs. So see if you can keep holding on, or just pull on the leg loops. Either way, it's like doing a forward fold. We bow. Not with your head, but with your heart. Bow with your heart. See how different that is? Awesome. And then open it up again. Go ahead and take a break. This is called starfish. Then just come through a really nice lazy star. If you need, try spreading the swing out slightly. See if you can expand it so it's a little further down your back. Now notice it's hard to do if it's tangled up. So untangle it a little and give yourself a little bit more room there. That should feel really good. Do some jazz hands, shake out your hands. Take a breath, take a break. Good. Really nice, guys. Okay, so let's go through that one more time. I'm going to grab for my toes, shins, leg loops, whatever I can reach. Wide straddle. And then Baddha Konasana. Dive in. Straighten the legs. Boink. Wide straddle. You'll feel the spring loaded. Great. So bend the right knee, left leg stays straight, and feel like you're shooting an arrow out of your right foot. Beautiful. And then go ahead and change sides. So shoot an arrow out of your left foot. Left knee in. All right, doesn't that feel good on the hip? Okay, straighten both legs. Right knee bends. Transition one last time. And then go ahead and straighten both legs. Left knee bends. Really good transitions. Okay, from here, what we're going to do is release that right foot. We come right into our pigeon pose. Really good, guys. Roll the hips around in space a little bit. Notice if you push the hips up, it's different if you square the hips. So just let the hips move around until you find that sweet spot. Now, if we want to go deeper, we're going to assist the left knee in towards the chest. Keep pulling in strongly. Take a breath there. And then push the knee down towards the earth. Keep pressing away. If I straighten the arm, I get this amazing stretch along the iliac crest, releasing the piriformis. It's just incredible. Awesome. Go ahead and release. Come into a star. Pause here. Really let the heart open in the gesture of receptivity. Flex the hands back. And then we're going to go into our pigeon, second side. Let's go ahead and bend the right knee and reach around. Keep the arms hugging around, really important, particularly this one. So we always wrap around, pull in, and then see if you can adjust, pull the knee a little bit closer, drop the hips, and pull the knee in. We could stay here for 5 minutes. It's so delicious how much opening we can get. And then go ahead and push the knee down towards the earth, rotating the hips slightly, and just pause. Beautiful. So now the hips are a little bit more open. Now that the hips are a little bit more open, let's try the revolver pose. Revolver is really challenging, so only go as far as your body feels good for today. We're going to bend the left knee in. We're going to reach for the right foot. See if you can grab the outer edge of the foot, and then the left arm will swim overhead. So you're reaching towards your right toes, and that might be as far as you go. You have to push the left knee strongly down towards the ground, pull the foot in. There it is. You got it. That was really good adjustment. Now, if you want to go for the full position, you're going to grab the foot with both hands, look up towards the sky, and you're kind of tucking in next to your leg. It's a big opener, so only go as far as it feels good for today. But we had to work, that's beautiful, we had to work up to that. Always support your neck if you need. Right knee bends, second side, even it out. So first we're gonna make sure we're bending at the hip flexor and reach for the foot. So if we don't reach for the foot, it's gonna seem too far. If we don't bend at the hip flexor, it's gonna feel far. So you can always grab for the leg loop. Right arm is gonna swim overhead, look up towards the sky, or look towards your foot. Okay, and then for the full position, you're going to grab the foot with both hands, turn the belly, turn the heart. So we're actually, the head is right next to the right arm. Beautiful, guys. Ooh la la, that's a big stretch, huh? So let's go ahead and come into some windshield wipers. Any sort of arm position that feels good. Relaxing arms is a really wonderful choice to support the neck. That's the hands clasped together and the elbows flaring out wide. And go ahead and rock and roll in the space. Now it can be really big and playful, or it can be really small and smooth jazz. So your choice, rock and roll or smooth jazz. Elevator music or punk rock. Okay. So let's come back through center. Let's bend both knees. Push the knees down. Open it up. Really nice. So again, preparing the hips to go deeper. Feet stay together. Very important. This is our foundation. Knees stay wide. Now we reach towards me. So this is the swing. These are the leg loops. So reach towards me, and then slide your hands up as high as you can. You want to climb up. Push the feet strongly towards one another. Push the hips up, and then lean back. So it's a big arch. And as we hold on, we have straight arms. You get this amazing stretch from the front of the neck. Flying monkey is a world-class favorite. Maybe you wiggle a little from side to side here. Play with it a little, find something new. See if you can go deeper your own way. And go ahead and do some bicep curls. Come up and sit on your feet. So keep the knees bent, because if we push, we're not going to be able to get as far. We're actually sitting on our feet. And then go ahead and lean back. Keep the hips up. Exhale, go ahead and squeeze with the biceps. And then inhale, expand. Exhale, bicep curl. Inhale, expand. Exhale, come on up. A little bit of strengthening in there, right? So we're going to lean back. We keep holding on, and we're going to open up the legs. Keep holding on. I know you want to let go. Hold on. Another wide straddle. So if we do wide straddle splits, all we have to do is do some more bicep curls here. These will be exciting and challenging. You can reach up higher. It makes it a little bit easier. And if you want to come forward, this is flying squirrel. Flying squirrel is very challenging, so stay here. It's too much. But I do want everybody to try well. So give your hands a break. Jaw's hands, right? Drop your hips. Check it out. Laughter is good. Okay, so wow is when we thread our hands around and we grab for the front end of the leg loops. The leg loops have two sides, so we grab, we thread, and we grab again. So we make an X. This supports our ankles from the leg loop sliding. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pull strongly and lean back and let our feet come up towards the earth. So you're going to let the swing roll down to the waist. Arch and open, and this is called wow, the inverted W. Beautiful, guys. Now, if you don't go all the way back, it's called whoa. That's okay. So this is whoa, and then this is wow. Whichever inverted W you want to do for today. Okay. Just let it, it's really strong on the arms. Arch a little bit more and open. Beautiful, guys. And then come back down and sit. Beautiful. One more little insy-teensy playful thing, because we're going to try to do the kamikaze. We have to switch to the arches of the feet. Okay, before we do that, let's get our core engaged and do some rowing. So let's do some core. So we're going to come into a position that we haven't done yet, but it's called ladle. So the swing slides into the waist. And then we're going to bend the knees and do a little bit of a crunch so our back is flat with the earth. And then we extend again. You can use your hands to pull yourself up, but to use your core, let your hands slide up and down instead of doing a bicep curl. So see if you can do 10 crunches here. I call these row your boat. So try some rowing. See if you can activate the entire torso. Make sure your head is relaxed so you're not using your neck. So your spine stays long and aligned. So heart lifts, head stays back. Great. Beautiful, guys. One more. So we crunch, and then we expand it. So now